that NBA star Kobe Bryant was on board that helicopter.
Imagine the gut-wrenching moment when your favorite NBA player's career takes a nosedive due to a brutal injury. We're diving into the most heartbreaking moments in NBA history. From career-crushing injuries to heart-wrenching losses, we'll explore the moments that left fans and players shattered. We're covering the devastating injuries, game-changing mistakes, and tragic losses that left a mark on the basketball world. Stick around to relive these unforgettable, heartbreaking moments and feel the raw emotion that makes the NBA more than just a game. It's a story of human strength and shared experiences. It's heartbreaking when a young and promising player is gone too soon, leaving the world to wonder what could have been. At number 10, Terrence Clarke being drafted by the NBA. Terrence Clarke was a promising young player and was a highly regarded basketball prospect known for his talent and potential. He played college basketball for the Kentucky Wildcats before declaring for the 2021 NBA Draft. Tragically, Terrence Clarke's promising career was cut short when he passed away on April 22, 2021, following a car accident in Los Angeles. His sudden death shocked the basketball community and led to an outpouring of grief and tributes from around the sports world. It was just months before he was eligible for the NBA Draft. During the 2021 Draft, the NBA honored Clarke by ceremonially drafting him. This gesture brought tears to many eyes, reminding everyone of the fragility of life and the unfulfilled potential that left a void in the hearts of fans and fellow players. The honorary selection served as a tribute to Clarke's talent and the bright future that was cut short. It was a poignant moment of remembrance and respect, highlighting the deep connections within the NBA community and the shared sorrow over the loss of a young life full of promise. The ceremony underscored the league's commitment to honoring its players, both past and present, and the enduring impact they have on the game and its fans. Seeing someone so young die is not easy, but in life, you gotta go through those heartbreaking moments and go look in the future. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the NBA witnessed another jaw-dropping moment. One mistake cost the entire franchise the championship. At number 9 is J.R. Smith's infamous mistake. The 2018 NBA Finals saw J.R. Smith's infamous mistake that cost the Cleveland Cavaliers a crucial Game 1 victory against the Golden State Warriors. This moment shifted the entire series' momentum and broke the hearts of Cavs fans. With the game tied and seconds left, Smith grabbed an offensive rebound but inexplicably dribbled away from the basket, totally unaware of the score. This blunder overshadowed an epic 51-point performance by LeBron James and let the Warriors seize control of the series. The Cavs never bounced back from this demoralizing loss, and the Warriors swept the series. Smith's mistake remains a painful memory for Cavs fans and shows how one moment can change an entire series. Considering this blunder, it's a stark reminder of how a single mental lapse can overshadow a heroic performance and alter the course of an entire series. But that is nothing compared to our next one. Something unexpected and heartbreaking occurred during the 2012 playoffs, leaving a lasting impact on the NBA and its fans. One rose withered that day. At number 8, Derrick Rose's devastating injury in 2012. One of the most gut-wrenching moments was when Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in NBA history, went down with a devastating knee injury during the 2012 playoffs. This injury didn't just mess up his career, it crushed the dreams of Bulls fans everywhere. After leading the Chicago Bulls to the best record in the league, Rose's injury in Game 1 of the first round against the Philadelphia 76ers shocked everyone. Rose's road to recovery was long and tough, filled with setbacks and surgeries. His injury not only changed his career path, but also altered the Bulls' future as the team struggled to get back on track without their star. The emotional and physical toll on Rose and the heartbreak of Bulls fans make this one of the most devastating moments in NBA history. Rose underwent surgery and intense rehabilitation to return to the court. His comeback efforts were inspiring, but just as he started to regain his form, Rose suffered another major knee injury in 2013, a torn meniscus in his right knee. These setbacks forced Rose to miss significant playing time and raised doubts about his ability to return to his MVP caliber level of play. Despite the challenges, Rose continued to persevere, undergoing multiple surgeries and rehabilitation stints in subsequent years with various teams. His journey to reclaim his status as one of the league's top point guards was filled with emotional highs and lows as he battled physical pain and the psychological toll of repeated setbacks. Over the next few years, Rose underwent several surgeries and faced numerous setbacks, struggling to return to his MVP form. His injuries derailed the Bulls' championship aspirations and marked the beginning of a prolonged period of rebuilding. Rose's career, though later rejuvenated with the New York Knicks and Minnesota Timberwolves, was forever altered by the injury. It's clear how one injury can derail not just a player's career, but an entire team's aspirations, leaving a lasting impact on the sport. But not all heartbreaks stem from personal choices. Some come from devastating health revelations.
First of all, let me say good after late afternoon. Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
At number 7, Magic Johnson's HIV announcement. In 1991, Magic Johnson announced he had contracted HIV, leading to his immediate retirement from basketball. This shocking revelation not only saddened fans, but also brought massive attention to the HIV/AIDS epidemic. Johnson's emotional press conference captured the gravity of the situation as he tearfully explained that he could no longer play the game he loved due to concerns for his health and the risk of transmitting the virus to others. The news sent waves of sadness and support throughout the NBA community as fans and fellow players grappled with the realization that one of the game's icons would no longer grace the court. Magic's courage in facing the disease has inspired many, but the moment remains one of the most heartbreaking in sports history. His announcement changed the conversation around HIV/AIDS, helping to dispel myths and reduce stigma. Johnson's openness about his condition encouraged more research and support for those affected by HIV/AIDS. Despite his retirement, Magic returned to play in the NBA All-Star Game and later attempted a comeback, showing his resilience. His ongoing advocacy and business success further solidified his legacy beyond basketball, making his announcement a transformative moment both in sports and society. It becomes clear how athletes can influence societal issues, using their platforms to foster awareness and change beyond the game. The weight of a city's hopes can sometimes be crushing, leading to decisions that forever change careers and team history that would cause heartbreak to loyal fans and followers.
In this form, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
At number 6, LeBron James, The Decision. LeBron James's announcement to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers for the Miami Heat in 2010, known as The Decision, left Cleveland fans heartbroken. The sense of betrayal and disappointment was palpable as the city's dreams of an NBA championship were dashed in an instant. LeBron's televised announcement was widely criticized for its spectacle and how it dismissed the emotional investment of his loyal fans. The backlash was immediate, with fans burning LeBron's jerseys and expressing their anger on social media. Despite the anger, LeBron's move to Miami resulted in multiple championships, proving his decision right from a career perspective. However, the emotional wounds in Cleveland took years to heal until LeBron's return to the Cavaliers and his redemption with an NBA championship in 2016. It's evident how a single career move can evoke deep emotional responses, highlighting the intense connections between players and their fan bases. Now let's return to one of the best picks in the 2014 NBA draft. While some careers end due to health issues, others are abruptly halted by unexpected diagnoses.
Before we continue tonight, I want to take a moment to recognize Baylor center Isaiah Austin.
At number 5, Isaiah Austin being drafted, 2014. In 2014, Isaiah Austin was projected to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft, but just days before, he was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, ending his basketball career. During the draft, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver made a special gesture by ceremonially drafting Austin. It was a bittersweet moment that highlighted the fragility of dreams and the strength of the human spirit. The announcement of his diagnosis and the honorary draft selection resonated deeply with fans and players, showing the NBA's support for one of its own. Austin's response to his diagnosis and how he embraced his new reality was a testament to his resilience. He became an advocate for Marfan syndrome awareness, using his platform to educate others and support research. Austin's story is a powerful reminder of life's unpredictability and the importance of perseverance. Isaiah Austin's journey is inspiring as it shows how adversity can be met with resilience and advocacy, turning personal setbacks and heartbreaks into powerful messages for awareness and change. The NBA recently lost a monumental figure who shaped the game both on and off the court. We'll pay tribute to a player who has the most rings in NBA history. At number 4, Bill Russell's passing 2022. The passing of Bill Russell in 2022 marked the loss of an NBA legend and civil rights icon. Russell's impact on the game and his contributions off the court made him a beloved figure. His death was a profound moment of sorrow for the basketball community, as fans and players mourned the loss of a true pioneer. Russell's storied career included 11 NBA championships and 5 MVP awards, making him one of the greatest players in history. Beyond basketball, Russell was a fierce advocate for civil rights, using his platform to fight for equality and justice. His activism inspired generations to use their influence for positive change. The tributes and memorials following his passing highlighted his profound impact on both sports and society, celebrating a life dedicated to excellence and activism. Reflecting on Bill Russell's legacy, we see how his influence extended beyond basketball, shaping social justice and inspiring future generations to advocate for change. But not all heartbreaks are equal. This next one was triggered by the raw emotion of playing the game we all love. At number 3 is the shocking and heartbreaking moment called Malice at the Palace. During a game between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons on November 19, 2004, a massive brawl erupted at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The incident began when Pacers player Ron Artest, now known as Meta World Peace, fouled Pistons player Ben Wallace. This led to a confrontation between players on the court. Artest then laid down on the scorer's table, trying to calm himself, but a fan threw a drink at him, prompting Artest to charge into the stands to confront the fan. This sparked a chaotic scene as players and fans exchanged punches and objects were thrown. The game was ultimately called off, and the brawl led to severe suspensions for several players, including a season-long suspension for Artest. The incident damaged the reputation of the NBA and led to a significant overhaul of security measures and fan conduct policies at games. The Pacers, who were considered championship contenders, were significantly weakened by the suspensions and never fully recovered that season. The brawl remains one of the darkest moments in NBA history, highlighting the need for improved player and fan behavior, as well as the consequences of on-court confrontations escalating into off-court violence. But most of the time, tragedy often strikes without warning, as seen in the heartbreaking moment for one player in the playoffs, though this heartbreak brought the best out of this fan-favorite player. At number 2, Isaiah Thomas's game after his sister's death. In 2017, Isaiah Thomas played one of the most emotional games of his career just one day after his sister China's tragic death in a car accident. Thomas scored 33 points in a playoff game for the Boston Celtics, displaying incredible strength and dedication. The raw emotion and perseverance he showed touched fans and players alike, making it one of the most poignant moments in NBA history. Thomas's performance was a tribute to his sister, showing his love and commitment to his family, despite the overwhelming grief. The support from teammates, fans, and the basketball community gave Thomas strength during this tough time. His ability to channel his pain into a remarkable performance highlighted his resilience and dedication to the game. This moment underscored the human side of professional athletes and the powerful bond between them and their loved ones. Thomas's performance became a symbol of resilience and strength, earning him widespread respect and admiration. He continued to play at a high level throughout the playoffs, despite dealing with his personal tragedy. However, a hip injury later that year led to a decline in his performance and eventual trade from the Celtics. Thomas struggled to regain his all-star form in subsequent seasons, bouncing between several teams. His emotional playoff run remains a powerful testament to his character and love for the game, enduring as a poignant chapter in his career. Lastly, at number 1, Kobe Bryant's tragic passing. Kobe Bryant's tragic passing in 2020 sent shockwaves through the sports world and beyond, uniting fans in grief. Kobe's sudden death, along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others, left an indelible mark on millions of hearts. Kobe's impact went way beyond his on-court achievements. He was a mentor, philanthropist, and inspiration to countless people. His Mamba mentality philosophy emphasized hard work and excellence, inspiring many. The overwhelming outpouring of tributes and memorials following his death showed how deeply he was loved and the profound loss felt by the global community. After Kobe's passing, we see how his legacy transcended basketball, touching lives globally and uniting people in shared sorrow and admiration. Bryant's death shocked the world and led to an outpouring of grief from fans, players, and people worldwide. Memorials and tributes were held globally, including a massive ceremony at the Staples Center. The NBA renamed the All-Star Game MVP award in his honor, and numerous players dedicated their performances to his memory. Bryant's legacy as one of the greatest basketball players, a mentor, and an advocate for women's sports continues to inspire. His influence on and off the court remains profound, and his passing has left an indelible mark on the NBA and its community. These heartbreaking moments in NBA history remind us that basketball is more than just a sport. It's a powerful narrative of human emotion, resilience, and shared experience. Events like Derrick Rose's injury and Kobe Bryant's passing have left indelible marks on fans and players alike. They highlight the deep connections within the basketball community and the profound impact athletes have on our lives. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey through some of the most heartbreaking moments in NBA history.